But to head into our expert analysis and discussions, and often of us have used it before, or maybe it could be one of the things actually you're using to watch me right now. Or if you are streaming on YouTube or on our Facebook pages, probably there is a software that is helping you, or helping you for my face to come on your screen and you're able to watch me. So such kind of technologies this particular day is what we'll be diving in and take a look on how they're developed and also magics initiated along there. And I'm joined by John Paul Sentongo, who is from Skyler Connect, who actually are software developers, and also he's the head of marketing and public affairs around Skyler Connect. We're going to be diving onto software development, and actually you've got a lot to learn, so let's get into it. John Paul, thank you so much for joining us this particular day.
Thank you, Rita, for hosting me here, and also I take this time to greet all our viewers out there. As my names have been said by Rita, I'm John Paul Sentongo, and I'm the marketing and communication officer representing Skyler. Yeah, back to our topic, software development. Software development is not new. It's something which we interact with on a daily basis. So this is a field where everyone interacts, actually is doing every day. So if I can define it, software development is just like we define it in an engineering way, is the writing of codes to come up with a live program and with the aim of solving a particular problem.
Okay.
So here, like Rita, there are so many softwares. Every day engineers are coming up with different softwares, and these softwares help our businesses or help entrepreneurs to find their clients, to do hectic work, and also to simplify their business.
Okay, so you are saying it has to be designed to solve a particular problem, am I right?
Yes, please.
Okay, so without problem solving, it's not a software?
Yes, actually, like softwares for us, there are some people who develop softwares just maybe to scam others, but a professional engineer should solve a software which solves a problem.
Okay. Maybe
for example, maybe I can give an example, Rita.
Yes, please.
If I'm allowed. Yeah, like you go to your business or to the public, you cite out a problem. Let me give an example of a bank. Initially, people used to line up. You may find a huge line in the bank. So, like, as a software developer, you have to look at that problem of lining up and maybe come up with a software whereby people can do their banking stuff online. Okay. And solve
and you're solving a problem. Yes. I get that. And you talked earlier about use of coding. In this case, we're going to be also highlighting on the models, coding as well a bit. Maybe today you're going to learn a few or one or two things around coding. For me, when you speak about coding, is getting maybe coordinates on a computer and bringing them together to, I can say, bring out a product or an entity. Yes. I don't know whether I'm right, I stand to be corrected.
Yes, you have a point.
And in this case of software development, isn't there, okay, when I'm coding, what is helping me already to code?
Okay, like Rita, yes, I'm getting. Thank you for that wonderful question. Like Rita, actually, before going in front of your computer, for us to have the values we respect, or we treasure, or we believe in, like first of all, to enter or to be in front of your computer, you have to be passionate. You have to have the passion to love what you're doing first.
As software engineer.
Yes, as a software engineer.
Okay.
Actually, the first thing is to have the passion. Do you have the passion? Do you love it? then if you love it, trust me, you'll come up with something which is genuine and useful.
Okay.
And also another one is integrity. Do you have the integrity, like doing the right thing? However much the person may be supervising is not around, and also not hacking people's business. So you must have the integrity, doing the right thing. And also we have also what we call leadership. Do you have the leadership skills? Once maybe you are a team, you are a leader, maybe you're a software engineer, can you lead the team? And also have the secondary values. Those are the primary, the first, and the secondary values are the confidence. Are you confident enough to defend your software you've come up with?
Okay.
And also another C is creativity. You must be creative, because here, like Rita, as you've said, coding is like writing codes. You see, computer, when you're dealing with computer software engineer, for it understands programming languages. Actually, it has a language which we call coding.
Okay.
And these languages are like mentioned Java, C+, and
that's
CS.
technical.
So those are
jargons, I can
languages
say.
software engineers use.
Okay.
And computer, for it understands such languages.
Okay.
Yes, and Rita, so I was on a point of creativity. Creativity, you must be creative. You write unique codes and good codes. And the last C is collaboration. You must collaborate with your team. Maybe as a software engineer, you must not be one, because doing a project you need some other guys helping you out, because the software needs to be tested. So you must collaborate with others so that you can be able to share ideas.
Okay, so do you intend to mean that if I do not have those C's that you just mentioned, you just mentioned,
Yes.
I think there were 5.
Yes, 5.
If I don't have them as a person, I cannot go and operate that particular computer to come out with a creative idea to implement or address a solution. Do you mean that?
Yes, actually here for us, like if I go to our Skylar way, according to our culture,
Okay.
for us we believe in that, like a real software engineer, someone who is productive, doing wonders out there, should first possess these values first.
Okay.
Yes, though there are others who are already software engineers, maybe also performing, but a real software engineer, someone who can do really wonders, who can come up with the software and it's really liked by the public,
Okay.
should have the values, those values I've talked about.
Okay,
Yes.
I now get that. And let us look at now at the approaches. For this one, if you could now highlight for us, for example, at Skylab,
Yes.
I understand you develop software.
Yes.
Which problems have you identified or challenges, and what solutions or how are you solving them at Skylab? Let's first get into that.
Yes, actually, thank you, Rita. At Skylab, actually we are a private legal company. We legally operating in Uganda, and back to the question, how we handle
How you're solving
yes, how we're
challenges
solving
in the community.
Yes, challenges in the community. We have our one prime service called training. We train guys to be software developers. Like we have it in categories. We have young coders on mission and senior coders on mission. Now, like young coders on mission, here I mean kids from 4 years, a kid of 4 years up to 18 years.
I believe those are children.
Yes, so those are children. So these children, you know, to be a software developer, you know what is beating us in Uganda here. We start our skill when we've grown up. Maybe at times, you know, it may be somehow difficult to settle. But when you start at a tender age, trust me, your chances of winning are more. So the kids here, 4 years to 6 years, are given, actually 4 years to 6 years, are given the basics of software developing. They are given typing skills, and also they are taught robotics. Robotics here, Rita, I mean robots, use of robots. Hope you've seen that software. It's called artificial intelligence, and the future owns it.
Okay.
Yes, here like kids are taught the basics, how to type, how to sit in front of the computer. You know, typing here, where at the computer, you have to mark your fingers. You have to position them. Like that. Even if you're typing and you don't
for the learners,
actually,
we just keep clicking one by one, finger by finger.
No.
That's how I came to learn, and I'm still strong. Yes. I don't want to embarrass myself here, but I mean, I have not mastered positioning my, and we will talk about that, positioning my thumb or my finger onto the keyboard to type. Maybe you'll give us a tip on
yes. So here like Rita, to come up with the good typing skills, first of all, your positioning matters, and also here your two hands should be in front of the computer, and these fingers should be positioned in those letters, so that this finger you're seeing may be typing H, maybe A, like that. So someone who is really skilled may type even without looking at the screen.
Okay.
And come up with the information he wants. Okay. So these kids are given those skills, and also we have from 7 to 9 years. Those ones are taught how to do computer games.
Okay, so basically you do you skill children onto using computer, and also I can say solving challenges around them.
But also here like our whatever is known to, our intention is not to give them computer basics, but is to introduce them into software industry, because people confuse. For us, we are not computer, like we don't train computer applications. Hope you understand by computer application and software development. Computer application, these are guys who deal with Excel, PowerPoint, Publisher, those things. But for us, we go into deep to train someone to come up with a program. Now I was still explaining my point of kids, how they do it. Now from 7 to 9 years, there we assume that a kid has grown up. So there we train him how to develop computer games. You saw, actually, these games here are sold. Computer games are bought, and if at all a kid can sit on a computer and
so make me understand, Paul, here, when you're training the kid, or when the child is getting training at that particular moment, are they using just a computer? I do not know. If you could make us understand for the viewers to take a perspective. Are they using a computer with a software designed to do that, or please shine a light there?
Like the training, how the
training. Or you already have that software? Is
no,
it
like
yours?
It's like this.
How? Okay, shine a light on that.
Our viewers to understand, it's like this. Now our training, we believe in practical. We give 98% and 2% theory. Now, like how is it done? For us, we have a software. Like, first of all, a kid must have a computer, and we install their software, like a programming software, like how to start to write codes. So here, a kid is taken through the first thing, how to write the code first, and what code to write, or what programming language to start with. Now, like here, I may give an example of HTML. It's the starting language. HTML is the starting programming language where someone can come up with a website, someone can come up with e-commerce, maybe, small softwares. So here, like a kid must have a computer, and me, the trainer, someone who is training him, also I must have a computer. So what I'm doing here on the computer, or what I'm typing, or the code I'm writing, also you should be it's the same code you should write.
Okay.
So by the end of the day,
I'm transferring the skill.
Yes,
are you transferring it through the software you have developed as a developer, or
the software,
it's already designed from other developers? This is what I want to understand.
Now what you're talking about is designing. For us, we develop our own software.
Okay, so your own software that you have designed is what you are using
Yes.
to help children code. Am I right?
No. Like here, like the kids also should, here we teach software skills.
Okay, so you're transferring the skill of development
Yes,
to children.
to
Is that
children.
the right?
Yes, please.
Okay, now you can share with us the basics of software development. What are some of the basics that someone should, you know, walk away with today in case they want to be like you, like Skylar? If you could transfer that and then we move on. Some of the
Okay.
basics for software development.
The basics are like here, like for us, we believe that everyone can make it.
Okay.
Because here, Rita, like we have graduates, people who have graduated, they have opportunity to come and learn. People who are school dropouts, people who drop out from school, they can also come. And also have employees, people who may wish to change careers. Maybe you've been a teacher, you've been an accountant, something like, because accounting here, if you had done software skills, these accountants, they interact with accounting softwares. So if at all you're an accountant and you can develop your own accounting softwares, that's really good and you can really make it. So the dropouts, how we handle them, the dropout, people may be there, you're a dropout and you need, maybe it's not the end of your life. So many people have dropped out.
Do I have to know English? Because I believe there is no, unless it's a software, just like you said, something is coming on my mind, like unless you have developed, because I know translating softwares in regards to languages or applications. Do I have to have English? Like now we're talking about the illiterate people onto developing or coming up with software. Do I have to know a computer language in order to develop or to come up with an application or software? Do I have to?
Here, Rita, you may not, because our training, as I told you, it's baked and it's really favorable.
Okay.
Like, let me, for example, Rita, for you, let me give an example. Maybe I'm a dropout myself. Let me give an example to myself. I'm a dropout and I've gone to Skylar. You know, I want to be a software developer.
Is that a true example?
Yes, yeah. I'm trying to make my point clear.
Okay.
So that the viewers may understand.
Okay, please.
May understand me well.
Okay.
So how we handle the dropouts, right? The dropout is handled in a special way that we know that such a person, first of all, cannot communicate in maybe in English. You get, since he's a dropout, and you know, he can also not understand.
Not necessarily a dropout, but they have not attended school.
Yes, they have not attended school.
Yes.
So here we come on a drawing board.
Okay.
As the trainer, all guys who are training software developers. We have very many of them, and they are of and these guys, they are of different places, like all different tribes. Let me say I'm handling a Muganda person, for example, a Muganda dropout. I'll firstly give him the Muganda trainer, a Muganda software trainer, that hey, maybe Mr. Kwagala, you handle this training. He's a dropout, maybe dropped out from P7, senior 1, but he wants to be a software developer. He can make it. First of all, he has the passion, he has the integrity, he has the leadership
We are
skills.
referring to the other C's now.
Yes, he's confident, he's creative, and he's collaborative. He can collaborate with others. Once you have these ones, trust me, you can make it. So here we go ahead and assign the trainer. When the trainer is handling such a dropout, actually is lenient enough to even translate in local language that do this collaborate in Uganda to make such trainee understand the content. By the end of the day, these codings, they are like, when you're coding, you're not writing English. These are codes.
Okay, you're not writing English.
No. You're not writing English.
Okay.
Yes, when you're coding on a computer, you're not writing English. Just you're entering codes.
Okay, you're entering codes are figures. You're entering just figures.
Yes.
So you're entering what the person or the trainer or the person training you is telling you.
Yes, it's telling you.
And do they have to be crammed? Do they have to be, I can say, maybe sustainable or continuous? That these are the codes. These are the codes. What, for example, what if I want to add on more?
And like here,
will I be going to the trainer all the time?
Yes, and like here, as I've told you, we have languages.
Okay.
In coding. So now, like for example, you've been trained the HTML. That's the starting language, and you've mastered the HTML for beginners, guys who are just entering into the software industry. The HTML. Once you're done with HTML, you upgrade and go to CS. From CS, you go to Java.
Okay.
So it's like as if you're
promotion. It's a continuous process, like you're learning and studying software.
Okay. And once you have achieved, you can't forget that.
Okay. Now I really got it, and I hope at least you're having now an idea in the technicalities of developing a software, because we started with, first of all, what you really need to master on before even you sit on that computer. And John Paul here shared the C's, and now what actually, in case you have no idea on English or computer language, you can still surely make it. And before we take a break, we're going to go into a break, but before we go there, if you can share with us the need of software development as a relations officer around there. What has been your observations in Africa, in the country, towards the need of software engineering or development? Okay.
Thank you, Rita. Actually, Rita, this pandemic, software has been in existence, as I said earlier, but maybe I may say the level of welcoming it, like we guys, most of the people are still behind in terms of using softwares. But this pandemic has really waked up people, like to back on, actually to come and use softwares. Now, for example, in business, because softwares are mostly developed for business. Here, Rita, I may say softwares are actually, I may start at the business aspect. Clients or customers, they want to buy products or service with less effort. Like someone putting, like here I mean like, let me say to buy, like if I want to buy a shirt in town. Now, like for example, I have to get a boda or a taxi, or even driving myself if I'm driving.
And I go to town to the store.
Going to town, I may find a line there, like maybe some people are buying, I stand, after standing, I go to negotiation, I negotiate. So you see that out of effort put. Remember, you've traveled.
It's time wasted, I see.
You've done what, you've waited, you've negotiated. So that effort put is what we should eliminate. Customers want things which are like not putting too much effort to get their service.
But isn't that already the customer or client doing it themselves?
Not like it's the software helping them.
It
is the software helping them. Yes, so these softwares are developed in such a way is to help the client or the entrepreneur use less effort in order to achieve or to get what they want. And also like the softwares, they help entrepreneurs to have access to so many people. Now, for example, Rita, you may have a business whereby you don't have a website, you don't have pages, web pages, Facebook, WhatsApp, what. So for you, you're just focusing on these physical clients who normally visit your workplace.
My shop or my service area.
Or your service. So you can't compare yourself to someone who is handling clients online and also both online and physical.
Okay.
So here, like, it gives you to interact with so many people, even abroad or within Uganda, entire world. You are interacting with clients.
Okay, I do understand that, John Bwanda. I appreciate the fact that now we have got, with the evolution of applications or software, people are taking it as an advantage, or they're really helping and easing work and reducing on the time we're wasting onto purchasing or selling. I do appreciate that. But how about how do we then engage people onto the usage or onto adoption of these opportunities, or these opportunities that are across us and are happening? Because I want to be, for example, I want to own my own. I want to sell online, and it is something that will actually be coming with after the break. I want to sell online, or you want to sell online, but then I want, some people feel like I need to own the software. We're going to come after the break and let us know or teach ourselves how can we change that narrative. Is it a software that is going to enable me sell online, like people are thinking that way, and I have to develop it myself, or it is a will? That is what we'll be discussing after the break. We do take a very short break. SMB continues, and we're still discussing on software development and actually how you can reap greatly on it.
Smart 24, driving business.